Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some.
The Madness Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content. Tune in and subscribe to Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant on YouTube.
And now for something completely different.
What is up, everyone? Hail Comicsgate! What is up? If you don't know who I am, my name is Stephen B, and I am the owner of Boldcat Studios. And this is my first time having a show on the Madness Network. Like, how about that, huh? So what we're doing right now is a DrawStream, and right now we're going to be drawing some comic pages. Well, actually, a comic panel since it's a splash page. So let's get the show on the road. A view of the comments while I draw. Let's see. Nope, there it is. If you wonder what I'm drawing, it's obvious enough that it's a car. Where's there it is. I just heard my dad mention the front door. The alarm doesn't go off. So when I try to focus on a comic panel that's two pages long, I usually take one out of the picture. Out of the picture. stowed away somewhere, and I can just focus on this. And it helps. So how's everyone doing today? Let's see. Something like this is a bit tricky because I can't decide which kind of staircase I want to use. Or what position I want the stairs to be in. Because I'm trying to go for a bit of a garage feel. And this is a pretty big garage that these characters live in. Let's see. First, let's fix this. So, let me close my door. Because if I can hear them, so can you. There we go. And here we go. Trying to figure out. Those stairs look a bit too steep. There we go. Actually, oh, maybe that's all right. Yeah, I guess that works. Because the kind of look I'm trying to go for, thanks to a comic pulp. Because the look I'm trying to go for is, like I said, this is in a this is in a garage. and I'm trying to get that garage feel, but I don't think there's like that many garages that have like stairs going up to the second floor or anything like that. But you know what? Let's just make this the first one. Pop says it gives me a Tron vibe. Huh. Cool. I think it's because maybe the car. Yeah, if you're curious of what this world is, it is. Yeah, it's the car. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I'm trying to set set the scenery, and I figured you can't set it any better than doing a splash page. Push that back in there. Yeah, this world is a independent city from is pretty much an independent city, and the people who live in the city are either born with powers or they're born without powers. And essentially, the city is like 10 years ahead of the normal time, meaning it's set in the modern times, but because this city is run by one man, there aren't any restrictions. I guess is the best way of putting it. Let's see there and there. Is it too high? I think that probably is too high. That's fine. How do you plan out your splash pages? uh, well, what I pretty much have to do is keep track of what page I'm on. And how I keep track of that is that what you're drawing? You have to kind of think about the book itself. The left page are the odds, are the odd numbers, and the right page is the even numbers. So if say I made a mistake and I put 16 with 17, an even number and an odd number, it'll look like this when it gets printed. And so far, that hasn't happened yet. And hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, something like this would happen if I ended up having an odd number with an even number on the wrong sides. And great. This is going to be one of the shows where I have to wait for the light in this pencil to come out. The moment when you think you're prepared for anything, and then you're just this is so weird. I think it's out lead. Great. Well, it's a good thing I have a spare right now because this I have to be more careful with because this is a smaller piece of lead. Drawing a set of stairs is like one of the toughest things to do because you don't want to make the stair too you don't want to make the stair wonky. You don't want to make it wonky. And that happens. Like right now. I just need to extend this. Extend. This is not too high. Okay. Let's see. See these stairs. Let's say they're made out of wood. That's probably the best way of. Why are you using the tools you're using? You're a great artist. I've never seen this. I'm using these tools. Are you talking about these? I have whenever I need to make sure everything kind of looks balanced. Like if I want something that's a bit crooked, and there goes a broken pencil. Oh, it gives me the opportunity to replenish this one real quick. I talk to you all. So the reason I use rulers and stuff is because sometimes you can't always get a straight line just by drawing it, because your hand is going to wave back and forth even if you're careful. So it's always good to have a bit of help with that. And let's see. I think I'll put more in there. If you don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm replenishing my the lead I have. With these, I think you can get them online or at a Office Depot, or even in a Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Now, there we go. Let's put that back up there. There we go. Now we got lead. Even helps when you're inking, which that ruler becomes even more important when you're in that process. At that point, a ruler is the artist's best friend, because when it comes to inking, you don't want to. You cannot erase. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Maybe to help it would be to do something like this. Okay. I need a different ruler. When in doubt, bring this ruler out. This ruler is also just as helpful because it has this thing right here. And when I place it on my table, it stays right where it is. So now all I do is just move it. And all right. So after that, I guess let's see. Huh. Now I gotta find where the wall is. And right there. What is up, Vic? How's it going? Don't erase yet. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get the top part because I'm trying to use as much room as I can, and I wanted the to show like some room down here. And it feels like it's gonna probably take a day or two to get done. Which is fine. It's not ready to be announced yet, but it is in progress. So let's put that right there. I didn't put a tape on here because right now the only tape I have is painter's tape, and that's gonna screw it up. Well, that's my favorite. That's gonna screw up. And once this is done, I do not want to draw this again, but if it happens, it happens. Let's see. So let's see. Actually, and I'm gonna make a little bit of joke. That's not a ruler. Now that's a ruler. All right. Bad jokes aside, let's get this done. Right there. So, what is up, Jim O'Reilly? How's it going? All right, let's do this. Alright, now that I did that, gotta adjust the lines on this side again. We'll just do it that way. That was the plan anyway. Nope. Alright, next, move this out of the way again, since I just made the adjustment. And now, we're back to page 16. That works. You know what? Every set of stairs needs. I just now realized I need to draw in. Needs railings. There we go. How do you keep the art consistent between two pages during a splash page? This would be like my second splash page, I think. No, wait, not my second, my third or fourth. How I keep it consistent is that I always, if I feel like that I need to check something, I always just bring the page back, bring the page back down and see if I unintentionally change something, because this needs to be scanned so I can color it in Photoshop. Hope that's the answer you were looking for. But yeah, I always need to bring the other page in. Now, where's that? Oh, there it is. There and right there. Oh, I need to erase that, but where's my? Oh, there it is. When you're organized, you're not organized. Fix that. All right. Now. This is where I play music. 1 second. There we go. Try to drown out the background, if I could. What's the story you're drawing? What's the story of what you're drawing? The story is about a guy who lives in a futuristic city that's set in the modern times. And in this city, strangely enough, there are people who are born with powers. Somehow it focuses on that city. So there are two types of people: one who are born with powers and those who are not. The man who owns the city, he owns everything, even the underworld that resides in the city. The only thing that he doesn't have is is any physical power. Meaning he can't shoot lasers out of his eyes or fly or anything like that. So out of jealousy, he pretty much starts up a rumor that these powers corrupt the people that use them, which is obviously not true. But people but people believe it because because the guy shows false evidence of it. Well, the main character, he somehow gets powers, even though he wasn't born with them, and he ends up becoming public enemy number one. And and he pretty much has to stop the guy. He has to go through a whole army, a whole army of villains. I hope I didn't reveal too much, but yeah. And this right here is pretty much their base of operations. It's pretty much a garage that resides in a university. Sounds like fun. Yeah. This is one of the stories I had in my head that I just needed to do. What made you want to do this project? I've been trying to come up with a character of my own. This is a more superhero oriented. My last book, which I'm still working on as well, is more of a supernatural meets Tomb Raider, or some others call it uh, uh, more of a D&D meets. Well, that's pretty much it. I can't really remember what he said. So let's bring this page back so I can get a full picture of what I'm doing. These girls are so loud. I cannot hear you at all, brother. Just go as long as you want. All right. So yeah, right here. I'm trying to think. Let's see. So right here, so right here, I'm just trying to get a scene together, and oh, the camera view I had is fine. I just can't think of what else, because I want this panel to look like it was lived in. And right now we have a car. We have the car. We have the toolbox container, which I haven't fully drawn, but I've drawn the outline for it. Those places right there can be. These slots right here could be like storage for cars. What made you decide this? What made you decide this art piece layout? That's amazing work. Thank you. This is something I do when I'm trying to I'm trying to lay out a scene, because I think one of the best ways of making a comic is that you gotta show the scene. The director will want you to see where this is taking place. After one scene's done, they transition to like let's say an old abandoned warehouse that let's say a couple of goons and a couple of cops appear, and it's for a handoff. You see the outside of the warehouse, and then you get taken inside, and that's when you see the characters. Now that's either about to say their lines or play their or do any kind of stunts that they're asked to do. So right now, the camera is supposed to be. It wasn't really supposed to be focusing on the car. It's supposed to be focusing on the whole layout of it. I'm not sure if the double page thing messed that up because I also wanted to show the top part. But I think I could show that like later. That might help. Because if you can't get everything in one shot, that's fine. Just make sure that okay, let's say, well, like right now, I can't get everything in one shot. So I'm gonna have to do a panel like right here. Give me a minute. Like right here, and let's say it's a main character looking around. He looks up and you see a couple of doors that look like they lead to a dorm. Then after that, it goes to another panel where he's probably walking around somewhere. Where he's looking at the table, he's looking at the car, and he's just pretty much amazed. All right, let's move this back up here. Mm-hmm. So I figured that was not even, well, not leveled enough. Yeah, it looks better. Because earlier it wasn't. It didn't look leveled. It just looked kind of warped. Who were your comic inspirations? And I'm loving your work. Thank you. What do you mean by comic inspirations? Like writers, artists, or characters? For artists, I would say McFarland, Greg Capullo. I can't really name them all, but yeah. For writers, I haven't met that many writers. I've been mostly just focused on art, but I have read books where I've became a fan of. But it hadn't occurred to me to see who wrote it until later on. And one of the writers, I learned that I like their work. I'm not sure what they're doing now. Is Scott Snyder. And for characters, it would be the usual big characters like Batman, Spider-Man, Iron Man. I'm trying to answer your question. But yeah, my first comic was a comic of Spider-Man versus Sandman. It was when Sandman had like a bit of a personality problem. It was a split personality, like literally split personality, where he was split into four people: his good side, his bad side. There was one where where there was one of him where he was a woman. That was weird though. And there was even one where he was a child. I read that comic multiple times. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. I don't know what I did with it. I know it's long gone. The way that book ended was when Sandman pulled himself together, and he and it ended the comic with him juggling origins. That was my first comic, and at the time I didn't know where you can get more of them. And the next series of books I read were when I was in middle school. Instead of checking out books that were either in the fiction or nonfiction, I always went to the section where the comics are, and I would check those out. I checked out a graphic novel of the Ultimate Spider-Man by Bendis. I forgot who wrote it, but that was another book I enjoyed. And what else? Also, at the same time, I also read quite a bit of manga at that school too. And at that time, I was just doodling. Then when I got into high school, I even checked out more comics because they had more. And they had quite a few there too. And when we got to around high school, I think that's when I made a decision that I wanted to draw comics. I wanted to draw my own comics. So I started making my own characters. Funny enough, these characters I'm working on right now aren't the first characters I made. Alright, let's fix this. But yeah, actually, when I first started drawing, I was like young. I mainly drew characters like Spider-Man. What manga inspired your art? That's a good question. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good question. I can't think of an answer. That looks a bit weird. Let's fix that. That's better. Right, that part's fixed. Let's see. Sorry, my nose is a bit stuffed up right now. Trying to think. Because this is supposed to be like a high-tech place. Actually, what if I gotta bring the other one back? And there we go. Because now we're gonna do something different. This makes this look. I don't know what it does, but it'll look cool. Oh god, why did I put it like at the center of the page? So I think what we're gonna do here is right here. There we go. No. Let's see. right there we go. Right here. That's one thing you shouldn't do. Is draw between the pages. We'll draw an object between the pages. I usually try to avoid something like that, but I didn't avoid it this time. Oh well. My fault. No. Just follow through in it. And it does it again. Crap. Alright, that works. I think. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this away again. Just focus on this side. So now I have this part. I feel like I always draw things to be too big. But it happens. It happens. Right, next, bring this in and just draw it down. Alright, what I need to do here is erase what's inside. Erase that too, why not? Those lines were just to give me a bit of a base to work with. And now I have that base. Well, now that I use that base, I don't really need it anymore. So I can just remove it. Pretty much make this look functional and cool. Functional and cool. Next, I gotta do something about that space right there. Yeah, I think it's turning out pretty good. Alright, I need to step away from this contraption that I've built. And figure out what I'm going to do with those spaces right over there. I know what to do. I know what to do. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm not using any perspective lines. What's this? What is up, Chuckly? In general, how many comic pages have you drawn? I haven't drawn one yet. I've done thumbnail sketches of comic pages. Let's see. Counting this. Let's see, this book. Right now I'm at 16 pages. And counting the one and counting the book I did before and the other book. 20. 1 second. And I'm not counting the ones I did for like portfolios. Okay, so currently I've drawn 74 pages. And that's not counting the the portfolio pages I did. Hey, Devil Flyer. How's it going? Let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be a recreational room. So I'm gonna draw a couch in here. Or it could be a separate lab. I think I'm gonna make this the rec room. That doesn't look right. Let's see. Okay, first I'm just going to draw a box. Oh, that almost fell on me. Yep, when in doubt, draw a box. Why draw a box? Because it gives you a bit more of a dimension to work with. And move that a little bit further up. And let's move that further right there. Perspective is stopping me from drawing comics. I need to get better at it. One guy I know who is practically a master at perspective, and I think you probably know what his name is. He has a YouTube channel as well. His name is James Reyes, and his channel is called the Box Office Artist. He has 3 videos that go through how to do perspective, 2-point, 3-point, even first point, and even the perspective where it's bird's eye view and worm's eye view. After watching his videos, I got a lot better. He even talks about his time working for Marvel and DC, and he even gives you a bit of a, I want to say, review of one of the books he did, and it was when like he'll give you a bit of a backstory of one of the books he did. Well, actually, there's a few books that he's done, and that he's had that he'll give you a backstories on. And I'm trying to think which one. Yeah, there's like three that he's done.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Sorry, I had to stop myself. Something like that is like one of the best ways to get you back on track. Hell, Power Max. How's it going, man? Right. Let's see if I can't. Right there. Actually, that pretty much covers that. Put like a coffee table back there. And then let's put a box, some kind of box back there. Put a little of a box, a bit of a box. And in general, how many comic pages? I've already answered that. I said 74. At work tonight, can't work on my script for Boldcat. That sucks. But at least you're at work. Alright, so this is the rec room. Let's hang a few stuff here. Let's put like a painting or something. Not a painting, maybe. Because we need to fill this up. That's the one thing I tried to do with when drawing the scenery. Is I try to fill the area up with stuff, probably even stuff that doesn't make sense. This could be a TV right here, and this could be a TV on the other side, to where someone can just probably, I don't know, lay here. Like sometimes when I was younger, and I probably still do it today, I would lay on the couch with my head facing right here and my feet right here to stare at the TV. Pretty sure everyone does it. So, other than If the couch doesn't belong to you, then someone's gonna yell, "Get your fucking feet off my couch." Yeah, that looks good. What else? Since this is a garage, what I can also do is use these lines right here. Like, you know how you go to tire stores. Oh, no, probably not tire stores, but like auto shops, and they have these concrete panels. I'm thinking I might do that here. Like, mark this off. Or actually, better yet, just do it like this. Let's see right here. Yeah, you don't always need to follow the grid lines that you make for yourself. Because everything else kind of has its own perspective on things. Which, again, like that couch right there. Which, by the way, feels like it should be right here instead of further up. So yeah, I think they look good. Now, alright, so now that's there. Now it's time to erase this line. Draw this line right here. Or actually, hold on. Yeah, I think that works. And let's see. Let's put a line right here as well. Make sure I tell myself that there's shadows right here. And then, well, alright, I'm not done here, but now let's bring the other page back. Alright, this needs to be a little bit further up. So right here. It was right here. Now it just needs to be right there. That works. Make this like a treadmill or something. Which means you gotta put like a thing on here that makes it look like it would be a treadmill. A treadmill for cars. For cars, I tell you. That's right there. Because the goal is to try to fill this up. You can leave some empty spaces, but you can't leave too much to where the reader is not really enjoying the look. But also got to it also it's got to be enjoyable to draw. As it is enjoyable to see. So we're gonna darken that line real quick. Right. Can't put too much in, but you can't put too little in. Let's put like a charging station for something right here. It could be for anything, really. It could be for a robot. Green. And there we go. What's up, Carrie? How's it going? Is this name Cool Look? Thank you. And all right. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. So I think I might close it off here by showing you the progress. All right. And I want to thank everyone for popping in on Boldcat Studios, Stephen B's premiere DrawStream on Saturday at 7 Eastern. I want to thank Pops for this great opportunity, and I want to thank the chat for joining in on this. This big panel is progress is good. So if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Stephen B of Boldcat Studios. I have a YouTube channel right here at Boldcat Studios. I also have a Twitter and Instagram. So check that out, and I think that's in the link below. So I'm gonna say thank you all for joining in again. Keep drawing, keep having fun, and until next time, I'll see you later. Now, how do I... I think I'm supposed to go... Let's see.
Your favorite podcast, it's Critical Blast.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. Things like that. And it's just a unique film of him.
He says, I beat you. He says, they say we came in under the dead heat. He says, that's not true because I beat you. And the American said, well, he says, if you like to think so, he says, but I know the real story. He says, I know I clearly won that one. See?
Hi, I'm Kurt Zauer, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to do
hands. Jazz hands.
Have a good night.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals.